Today I'm super excited to show you how I build my fully automated AI assistant inside n8n. It's not just a chat, it actually does work for me, and it's cost a fraction of what a human assistant would cost. So every time I send a message, as you will see, this agent decides what I need, it chooses the right tool for me, and then it runs the actions like sending emails or checking my calendar, pulling knowledge from a vector database, or updating my systems in it, and it's completely hands-free and without my intervention. So let me just show you, jump right in and show you how exactly I make it work. So before we jump right in, let me show you a quick demo. Let's say you run late for a meeting and then you have to catch up for all of your emails for today. So you'll basically just tell it to get all of your emails for today to catch up. You'll set it for him, and then as you can see, this trigger will get triggered. It will go to the AI agent. It will trigger this workflow of get email. It will answer the AI agent, and then it will text us back. So let's see how it works. So yeah, as you can see, we got all of our emails for today. The second one is it tells us that Daniel expresses his enjoyment from recent conversation about some stuff. Either way, you can just read through all of those and it will sum up the whole last day emails for you. So basically this 6 popped up, this 5 popped up because this is all of our emails for today. The first one, second one, third, fourth, and fifth. This is all of our emails, and that's what we got back. So yeah, after this quick demo, let me show you how you do all of this stuff. So basically what I'm going to do is to activate each one of them, and then I will show you the actual data flow inside each one of them. So as you saw, we just used the get email one. So let me jump inside the workflow and show you the whole executions with live data. Okay, as you can see, this is the workflow for the get email. So this is where it gets triggered. What we sent it was to get our emails for today. Next node will be AI agent, not agent, AI node of OpenAI. We'll take the query. Overall, we use the resources text. The operation is to message a model. You can choose whatever model you want. Next, the type will be text, the role will be system, not user, and then we will use this prompt. You can copy and paste it, or you can join my free Skull community, and all of these templates are right there. So basically it says that your job is to identify what date the user is asking for based on the JSON, and the current date is now. And for example, I give it to a couple of examples. If the query asked for today, you would return today's date, and if the query asked for yesterday, you will return the day before today, and only return dates. After that, we pass it for it as a user, the query itself. And then as you can see here, as the output, we get this date. And the next node will be to get all of the emails. So as you can see, once we run it, we get all of those emails here. It's all of the emails from today. So basically we click here on get many, and then we click here on inbox, unread, and then we put here the date that we got from the AI node. And then basically what you get is all of the emails that are in the inbox and are unread. The next node will be to summarize the emails. So basically what you do is go for an AI node. Right here you choose the role as system. Here the task is to give a concise summary of the emails that you will receive. Please include the from and the summary of the email. So basically here go to the headers and go into the from, take it from here, drag and drop it here. And for the summary, I put it the text of the email itself. So you will go to here and take the text, drag and drop it. And for the user role, you will give the whole header, which is this one. You will drag and drop this. And for the text, again, you go here and drag and drop the text. And as you can see here, we get the output as for every email, we get a single node. And this is from this email, and this is the summary of the email. And again here, the same thing. So the next step will be to aggregate all of those emails together. So I go inside here, I tell it to aggregate on the text here. So basically what it does is it loops through all of the text and takes each one and combines them into one. As you can see in here, number 0 text is this one, the number 1 text email is this one, etc., etc. And the last one is a set node. So in here, basically what you do is you respond back to the main AI agent with the text that you got, all the texts. So basically you respond with it so it can take it back and send it back to us on Telegram. So the next one we're going to do is the send email. So before I actually send it, I will talk to the Telegram, and then I will show you what it does. So basically I will tell it to send an email to myself with a random subject and a random text. So send 6gmail.com. This is my email. Email about ABC and say ABC DEF. ABCDEF. Yeah, exactly. So send this one. And right after that, we should see here that the email was sent. Again, the Telegram node was triggered. It's talking to the AI agent. It's going to the send email, triggers the workflow, and sends us back that the email was sent. Let's go back here. We'll refresh it. As you can see, the email was sent. So let me show you the exact workflow inside it with the data. So this is basically the last execution that I just did. So let's see what we got in. As the query, we got what we sent to Telegram, that we need to send to this email address an email about this subject and with this text. So the next message will be, it's pretty similar to the first one, to get email. So here we got the query. And here we want to get the text with 3 different keys in their answers. So the 2 will be the email, the subject, what we wrote for it, and the text, again, what we wrote for it. Here we'll choose the GPT-4. Again, it doesn't really matter. You can choose whatever you want. The system message will be here, this one. Again, you can just copy and paste it or join my free school community. It's all will be over there. So in here, you will receive a single text input. Your job is to extract 3 fields from the message, 2, the subject and the text. I tell it how to return it, and I give it some rules, and then I just give it to the query itself. And here, it's really, really important to add an option to output format and to do it as a JSON object, because if you won't do it, it will get, the text will be as one file and in a single text, and then it will be really hard for you to extract it. So it's really important for you to put it in a JSON object. We'll see it a couple of more times during the executions of the other workflows, so just keep it in mind. So the next node will be to send a message. So basically I just drag and drop all of the relevant things. I take the 2, drag and drop it here, subject in here, and the text in here. And as you can see, you get here an email, which we saw that was sent in here, which is this one. And then, oh, my bad, let's go back. And then as the last node, again, we do the edit fields. And we want to respond to the AI agent that the message was sent. So it will be able to send us on Telegram that the email was sent. So back to the agent, the first thing we're going to do here is about the calendar, and the first workflow we're going to test is the set calendar event. So again, let me run it again. So to show you how the set calendar event works, I will tell it set a meeting with Tommy tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll send it. Here I'll go to my calendar, and you will pretty much soon will see here a new event come up. Let's wait a second. And as you can see, the meeting with Tommy at 7 p.m. has been added to my calendar. So let me show you how it works. So as you can see, it's pretty similar to what we had before. The set execution, you go here, the query is to set a meeting with Tommy tomorrow at 7 p.m. The next node will be a AI message node. Again, you go to the system prompt. You can copy and paste it. I told it that its job is to determine the following output fields based only on the user query. I asked it to give me an event name, a start time, and an end time. And again, for the output format, it's really important for you to put it as JSON object, because if not, it will be as one text, really long text, and it will be difficult for you to extract it. So the next node will be to create an event. Google Calendar, create an event. Again, click an event, create, and then here you choose your own email. And for the start, you just drag and drop the start time. For the end time. And for the event, for the summary, you put the event name. And then right here you see you got the whole event ready, as you can see, and you have the HTML link that you can copy and paste and send it to other people if you want to invite them. And as always, the last field will be, the last node will be to set fields. And as the response, you would want to set the summary itself was created. So you will get back the meeting with Tommy was created. So basically you just go to JSON.summary, go in here, drag and drop it, then you will see it that the meeting was created. And as you can see, we get the text back that meeting with Tommy was created. So the next workflow I will show you is the get calendar event. So basically, as you can see, my calendar for today is that I have a wedding at 10, a haircut at 4, a meeting with Shelby at 5. So let's ask the assistant, what do we have for today? What is in my calendar for today? We'll send it. And as always, it will be triggered. It will talk to the AI agent. Then after that, it's going to trigger this get calendar event and text to us back what we got for today. So let's see what we get back. So as you can see, we got the wedding back. It's today's date, 10 to 11, the haircut 4 to 5, and the meeting with Shelby 5 to 6. So let me show you the execution itself. It may look a little bit more difficult, but it's pretty much the same steps. So with the trigger itself, we get the query of what is in my calendar for today, which is what we sent for it in the Telegram. Then an OpenAI message node. In here, I asked it to detect which day the user is requesting from. I put for it the JSON query, which is pretty much just the question for the date. Tell that the current date is for today. Then I give it a couple of instructions. Again, you can copy and paste it. And gave it a couple of examples. And as you can see, we got here the requested day and the next day. And again, it's really important for you to put the output format as a JSON object, because again, if you won't, the text will be the whole thing will be combined. And it will be pretty difficult for you to extract that. So we got the requested day and the next day. Next will be to use a calendar event, and we want to get a lot of events to see what's relevant. So the resource will be event, the operation get many. Again, the calendar will be from your own email, and you in here, this is why we got the requested day and the next day, because we want to have information after the requested day, which is today, and before the next day. So instead of getting a whole set of events from now into the future, which it's probably you have a lot of events, you get a bunch of them, not all of them. So this is the answer that we get. The next thing will be to edit the fields. So we want to have like the whole situation more organized. So we'll have 3 fields. The first one is the event, the start time and the end time. So for the event itself, we will use here the summary. You'll drag and drop it. For the start time, again, you'll have to see where we created it. For the start time, you'll take this one from the start, date time, drag and drop in here, and for the end, again, date time, drag and drop in here. And then you have all the output as all of your events. The first one is wedding, haircut, and meeting. And you have the start and the end time. So the next node will be, again, a message in OpenAI model. Then after that, you would want to summarize the events. So this is the text, As you can see, your job is to summarize calendar events concisely. You want to have the event, the start, and the end time. And as you can see, it immediately takes the information from here and puts it inside here. You have the event as wedding, the start and the end time, and I gave it another set of instructions. So the next node would be to aggregate all of those together because it's in 3 separate nodes and we want it as one. So in here, in the input field name, you go back to the content, and then on the text, you take the text from the content, drag and drop in here, and then this is what you get. You have the wedding, you have the haircut, and the meeting as one output. And then this is what you want to return at the end. So you call a new field as response that you want the AI agent to get. You drag and drop the text, not each one of them. The whole text object, drag and drop it here, and then this is what the AI agent sees back. And after that, when we get the information back, this is what we see. So the next workflow I'm going to show you is the update database, and in here you can use whatever database you want. I just use a simple Google Sheets for the sake of the example. So basically we have here projects, we have notes about the project and the status of them. So again, let me show you how it works before I show you the workflow and the execution itself. So basically what we're going to do is to ask it to change both the notes and status of the AI tool to complete. And as we can see, if we look in here, it should change like right now in a couple of seconds. As you can see, it's changed to complete. So again, let me show you the execution itself. So yeah, this is the execution. Let's see what the query is. Again, change both the notes and the status of the AI tool to complete. And again, it's pretty similar to all of those that we did before. The next one is to message an OpenAI model. This is the prompt I gave it, again, as a system prompt, user prompt, my bad. I told it that it's based on the JSON query, and I gave it the query itself. You need to identify the output of the following fields separately: the project name, the notes, and status. And as you can see, from the query that we got, the project name is AI tool, and the notes and the status is complete. And again, in here also, it's really important to do the output format as JSON object, and again, I explained why. So let's go to the next node is Google Sheets one. It's an append or update row. In here, you will choose append or update row in the operation. The document, you will need to choose your own document, and the sheet, your own sheet. And then in here, you keep it all as default. And for the project, for matching, you need to drag and drop the project name. For the notes, and the status, And again, it's pretty basic stuff. Here we get the output that the AI tool is complete with the notes and the status. So right now in here, the sheets itself has already completed and finished the update. And again, the last step is to give the AI agent a response of some kind. And again, the response is complete. So the last workflow is to summarize the database itself, which again, it's this database. So we'll go back to Telegram and we'll tell it to summarize the database. Again, it will trigger this node. It will go to the AI agent, which will use the workflow of summarize database, and then it will give us a whole summarization and will text it back to us. Let's see it happen in real time. And as you can see, we got a summarization of the whole database, which is the Google Sheets. The AI tool is completed and fully functional. The marketing campaign is pending. The website redesign approved. And as you can see, it's the whole summarization of this database. So again, let me show you the whole execution in real time. So as you see, it's basically the same steps. The query that we got is what we sent to Telegram, which is please summarize the database. The next node will be to get rows from the Google Sheets. Again, you choose your own project and the list. In here, you will choose the end filter, and then you will get all of the rows and the relevant projects, which in this case is pretty much everybody. So the next one will be to message an AI model, and again, you go here, you choose text, and then for the messages, you choose the system. In here, you need to ask for summarization of each project in line database based on their details. So for each project, you will get the project name, the note, and the status. And for it being short, I ask for using maximum of 3 lines for each project. So in here, as you can see, you get all of the projects and their summary. So basically, the next step will be to aggregate. Again, I think you probably already know. So you go into the input field name, you go into text, and again, once you plug the text in here, it will loop over all of the texts and all of the projects, and will aggregate them as one. And as you probably know, the next will be to edit the fields, and you want to pass to the AI agent all of the project's summary, and then you get it as one, and that's what the AI agent gets. So again, as you can see, we asked it to summarize the database, and then as you can see, we get the summary completed here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What's cool about this agent is that first of all, it will always be here for me. I don't depend on any person in real time. And what's even more cool than that is that this is a pretty basic one. You can add a lot of things here, a lot of databases here, and give it a lot of more control over what it can and cannot do. You can add here Slack or whatever nodes and other workflows that you want. So yeah, pretty much if you want this template, you can get it for free in my free school community. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching until the end, and see you in the next one.